Seattle, the Emerald City, a city that captures the imagination with its stunning landscapes, vibrant culture, and innovative spirit. Known for its beauty, coffee, and tech giants, Seattle is a hub of activity and opportunity. From the iconic Pike Place Market to the bustling tech offices, there's always something happening. But living in this Pacific Northwest gem comes at a price. The cost of living in Seattle has been on the rise, making it one of the more expensive cities in the United States. Understanding the cost of living in Seattle is crucial for anyone considering a move or simply curious about life in this booming city. It's not just about the price of a home, it's about the overall financial landscape. Whether you're a young professional looking to start your career, a growing family seeking a vibrant community, or a retiree wanting to enjoy your golden years, knowing what to expect financially is the first step to navigating life in Seattle. From housing to groceries to transportation, the costs can add up quickly. Housing prices have soared, groceries can be pricey, and even getting around the city has its expenses. This guide will delve into the nitty-gritty of Seattle's cost of living in 2024, providing you with the information you need to make informed decisions. We'll break down the costs, compare them to other cities, and offer tips on how to manage your finances in this dynamic urban environment. From dining out to enjoying recreational activities, every aspect of life in Seattle has a price tag. But with the right knowledge and planning, you can make the most of what this incredible city has to offer. So, whether you're dreaming of a new life in Seattle or just curious about the cost of living in this iconic city, stay tuned. We're here to guide you through every financial aspect, ensuring you're well prepared for the journey ahead. Let's face it, housing is often the biggest expense for most people, and Seattle is no exception. The Emerald City, known for its tech giants and stunning landscapes, doesn't disappoint in this department. The city's housing market is notoriously competitive, driven by a strong economy, a booming tech industry, and limited space. With companies like Amazon and Microsoft headquartered here, the demand for housing has skyrocketed. Whether you're renting or buying, be prepared to shell out a significant chunk of your income on housing. The rental market is particularly fierce, with many properties getting snapped up within days of being listed. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center can easily set you back over $2,000 per month, and that's just the starting point. Prices can go much higher depending on the neighborhood and amenities. Venturing further out to the suburbs might offer some relief, but not by much. Suburban areas like Bellevue and Redmond are also seeing rising prices due to their proximity to major tech hubs. The median home price in Seattle hovers around $800,000, making it one of the most expensive markets in the country. This high cost of living has led many to consider alternative housing options, such as co-living spaces or even tiny homes. For many, homeownership remains a distant dream. However, the allure of Seattle's vibrant culture, job opportunities, and natural beauty continues to draw people in, despite the high costs. If you're planning to make Seattle your home, it's essential to be well prepared and informed about the housing market dynamics. Seattle offers a decent public transportation system, with buses, light rail, and ferries connecting various parts of the city. A monthly transit pass will set you back around $100. However, traffic congestion can be a nightmare, especially during peak hours. Many residents rely on cars, which means factoring in expenses like gas, insurance, and parking. Parking in Seattle is notoriously expensive, and finding a free spot can feel like winning the lottery. Groceries in Seattle are generally on par with the national average, although certain items can be pricier. Expect to pay a premium for fresh produce, especially during the winter months. Dining out, on the other hand, can be a costly affair. Seattle boasts a vibrant culinary scene, but all those fancy restaurants and trendy cafes come with a price tag to match. A casual meal for two at a mid-range restaurant can easily cost $60 or more. Section 5. Staying healthy in Seattle. Healthcare expenses. Healthcare is another significant expense in Seattle, often overlooked by newcomers. The city has a high concentration of healthcare providers, but that doesn't necessarily translate to lower costs. Health insurance premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket expenses can put a significant strain on your budget. It's essential to factor in healthcare costs when calculating your overall cost of living in Seattle. Section 6. The Seattle Premium. Unique costs in a tech hub. Seattle's status as a tech hub comes with its own set of unique costs. The influx of highly paid tech workers has driven up the cost of living across the board, from housing to entertainment. Competition for resources is fierce, and businesses know they can charge a premium. This Seattle premium is something to keep in mind when comparing the city's cost of living to other places. Section 7. Seattle versus the rest. Cost of living comparisons. How does Seattle's cost of living stack up against other major U.S. cities? Not surprisingly, it's among the most expensive. Cities like New York City and San Francisco still reign supreme, but Seattle is hot on their heels. The cost of living in Seattle is significantly higher than in cities like Austin, Denver, and Portland. Section 8. Real lives, real costs. Stories from Seattleites. Meet Sarah, a single mom working as a barista. She juggles 2 jobs to make ends meet, spending most of her income on rent for a small apartment in a suburb. Then there's John, a software engineer earning a 6-figure salary. He enjoys a comfortable lifestyle but still feels the pinch of Seattle's high housing costs. These are just 2 examples of the diverse experiences of Seattle residents grappling with the city's cost of living. Section 9. Making ends meet. Tips for managing expenses in Seattle. Living in Seattle on a budget requires creativity and resourcefulness. Consider living with roommates to split housing costs. Take advantage of the city's robust public transportation system to save on car expenses. Explore free or low-cost entertainment options such as parks, museums, and community events. Every little bit helps when it comes to stretching your dollar in Seattle. Section 10. Concluding thoughts. Is Seattle's cost of living worth it? Seattle's cost of living is undeniably high, but for many, the city's allure outweighs the financial burden. The bustling markets, the vibrant streets, and the diverse dining options make it a unique place to live. From its breathtaking natural beauty and vibrant culture to its thriving economy, Seattle offers a lifestyle that is hard to match. The stunning views of Mount Rainier and Puget Sound, the numerous parks for outdoor activities, and the rich cultural festivals and events create a dynamic environment. The city is also a hub for job opportunities, with a booming tech industry and numerous other sectors providing ample employment options. Modern office spaces, frequent job fairs, and business meetings reflect the city's professional vibrancy. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not the cost of living is worth it is a personal one. It's important to consider your own financial situation, career goals, and lifestyle preferences. Weigh the pros and cons, do your research, and take into account the various aspects of living in Seattle. Look into housing markets, cost of utilities, and other living expenses. Decide if Seattle is the right fit for your lifestyle and budget. The iconic Space Needle, beautiful sunsets over the skyline, and the family-friendly environment are just a few of the many factors to consider. Whether you are drawn by the natural beauty, the job opportunities, or the cultural richness, Seattle has something to offer everyone. Make an informed decision and see if this vibrant city aligns with your personal and financial goals.